This is the provincial New Zealand power rankings for week 5. These are my personal rankings. If you don't agree with them, that's fine. Auckland is at number 14. They were going that way. They're staying that way. Honestly, they might squeak out a win or two against a struggling team coming up. But I really, as far as the list is laid out, I can't see them beating really any teams. Not even Southland at number 13. Now, I know Southland fans are going to be mad at me and are going to say they're winning and all that, but when you look at their schedule coming up, they might be able to win one. Here's the problem with them, though. There's games that they won last week, right? But they moved down even though they won, because that win doesn't matter. That's a win that they should have had, right? With how they are playing. The problem is they are a second half team. The second half teams get found out. Now, they can play strong from the beginning, but they don't. They just haven't been doing that. And due to that, that's the reason that they're so low down, because people know how they play and can pick them apart now. And with some of the teams that they're going to be playing coming up, they will just get tore apart like Swiss cheese. And that should start this weekend, I think. I'm trying to remember who they are playing right now. I didn't write it down. I forgot to write it down for them. But, like I said, they're a second half team that has a hard schedule coming up. So what they're doing, just they have to change their strategy or start taking losses. That just is what it is. Alright, so Counties Manukau. They move up just because Southland moved to 13. There's no real improvement with Counties. I wish that there was, but I'm not seeing it. I want to see them be more competitive, but right now that's not happening. Unfortunately, up next at 11 is one of my teams, Bay Plenty. I like the first game of the season. That got me hooked, but that's not how they're playing. They can. Here's the problem with Bay Plenty, right? The way the team's set up, they're playing the wrong style for the players that they have. They are a good kicking team. They're good at kick and chase. They aren't the best at, driving. They can create a lot of distance and have fast players. Now, they don't just want to be a kicking team. I get that. But you won the first game with a kick. They have to kick more. Period. They have to chase it and they have to apply pressure. They are not doing that. Period. They dropped. And I see them going towards the bottom. Right now, honestly, where I see the bottom being by the end of the season will be Southland, Auckland, Bay Plenty. Will be the bottom 3 teams for me. I'm hoping not, but that's really what it looks like. So with Hawke's Bay, they move up because teams move down, not because that they've improved. Basically how these work is if a team loses to a team that they should lose to, I don't move them. There's no reason to. If they beat a team that it looks like they shouldn't be beating, then yeah, they're going to move up because that shows that they have improvement. Right? That is what it is. So, North Harbour. They've had a somewhat tough schedule so far. To be honest with you, they should win this week though because they're playing against Bay Plenty. The game should be tight because they're right next to each other, but not right next to each other. They do have Hawke's Bay between them, but North Harbour should win this. To be completely honest with you, I don't see them really coming out of the middle though. Harbour is really mid-team, and that's not a bad thing whatsoever, but that's where they are. I don't really see them rising through the ranks anytime soon or that fast. Wellington. Alright, so this weekend they should win. They play Auckland. So, yeah. That's not going to be a gimme, but that's a game with their playing style and the way that they go about things. They should win. Right? Just period. Wellington's not the strongest team. They are mid. They're number 8, right? Out of 14 teams, so they're right around the middle. They'll probably move down. I don't see them moving up. I want them to move up. I want teams to be competitive. I want to never know what team's going to win, but that's not the way it's going to be. Because, you know, with 14 teams, there's going to be clear divides. And that's what happens. Manawatu. Good team at number 7, but they're going to lose this weekend. Sorry to say it, but I don't see them winning against New Zealand. Not against New Zealand, against Canterbury. This is, this is, you know, New Zealand provincial, but I don't see them beating Canterbury. Yeah, good luck on that. That's a tough damn team, to say the least. Alright, let's see. Yeah, middle pack, they have to move up a lot. Northland is kind of at number 6, right? Yeah, Northland at number 6. They are a team that isn't a wild card. What it is people know their strategy now. They will grind you down, and they can get a win out of you. They will, if possible, every time without fail. So, they are a tough team. They could pull off some upsets. I don't really see that happening, though. But they might. They're going to be pretty good. They're finishing off. Though, if they keep it up this way, I haven't looked at their schedule, I don't think. I just looked at everyone's. I'm sure I looked at theirs, but I think that they're going to keep doing pretty damn good. Alright. Now we're getting into the best teams in New Zealand provincial. In my opinion, right now, the ones that look strongest. Number 5, Otago. Yeah, some people might expect it, some people might not. They ended up beating Wellington last week. Right? Yeah, yeah, Wellington. That's right. They're getting their game together, and honestly, they should lose to Tasman this weekend. To be completely honest with you, I see that happening. So, yeah. But they have Northland after that, so it is a hard schedule coming up. It is going to be some hard-ass games for them to win, but there are ones that they can win. They can beat Northland. I don't think they're beating Tasman, to be completely honest with you. But we'll see. Number 4, Tasman. Now, them versus Otago should be a close game, right? But with how Tasman's getting it together, I'm not so sure. This next game is really going to define them for the rest of the season. That's for damn sure. So far, they only lost their first game. Every other game they've won. So out of 4, they've won 3. Very strong team. Easy enough schedule. That's why they've been able to pull it off. It's going to be harder coming up. That's why this next game is going to kind of define it. You know what I mean? Show you which way they're going to go. But they are strong. But the end of the season is not going to be too nice to them. Right? Alright, so they start the place with Kaido and Canterbury. And both those teams are problems. So they might lose those, right? The rest look winnable. To be completely fucking honest. So, got that. Shit, what else? So, Otago, Tasman. Oh, Waikato at number 3. They barely beat Taranaki, but they beat them. So, they stay where they're at right now. Same place as last week. Before all the games were played, no real movement for them. They're playing Southland this weekend. This should be the beginning of Southland's downfall, right? Because honestly, Waikato is a strong enough team. They're a good enough team. They can play hard all the way through. It's been shown. There are teams that will just fight you all the way. Now, that's not what Waikato always does, but they are a tough team. They have like 2 games they might lose in the schedule coming up, and all the rest look completely winnable to me for them. So, yeah. Good, strong team. Yeah, 2 games for the rest of the season for Taranaki. That's right. So, yeah. Number 1, Canterbury. Strong team, tough team, looking like world beaters. Honestly, Tasman could end up being number 2 within a few weeks. I actually kind of see it going that way. But right now, who knows? But Canterbury right now, to me, is just firmly in the lead. There's not another team as strong and consistent. And if I remember right, they only have 1 loss, and it was week 1. Right now, they're looking a little stronger than Tasman, but I believe that they can beat any team out right now because of how they're playing and how deep their bench is. How skilled the players they have are that are on the bench, not playing games. Pullman, fresh set of legs, yeah. But yeah, that's the power rankings for the week.